I'm excited. You know, we just booked 2 events in one day. Hasn't been done before yet, so I'm kind of like a little worried. But at the same time, you know, we do have the proper staff and the proper equipment for everything. So I'm looking forward to see how the team does throughout the day. Shadai's been mad iffy lately. He's telling me I'm going with Greg. Then one day he's telling me I'm going with him. So it was just like, I guess we're going to see on the day of, to be honest. I would prefer to go with the easier job just because I'd be lazy sometimes and I'd be nervous. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm ready to take a challenge. So I might just go with Shadai.
Splitting up was very, very, very scary for me, honestly. Mainly because I do most of the communication with our clients. This one was a little bit easier because one of our clients we kind of grew up with. So I did feel comfort in letting Greg handle that client and that whole job. But just the first thought, you know, it felt hectic because we ain't never had 2 jobs on one day. And the only reason why 2 jobs got booked on the same day was because the first client didn't put their deposit down.
Working on the job, what makes me nervous is it's my first time kind of really on a job for the full day and not just like half a day or like an hour or 2 or something. So, and this is supposed to be like a day-long job. So just staying on beat and staying in rhythm, just not with our customers, but also with, you know, Shadai and whoever else is going to come with us. But showing up at the house, it took a little time to get into the groove. You know, the family was still kind of getting ready. I remember walking upstairs and then seeing, you know, the quinceañera, and then looking to my left, and then a door open with a bunch of women doing makeup, doing hair, and then a little awkward, just because of, you know, we're still strangers and they're not comfortable with us yet. But throughout the day, being outside, it was really good weather actually outside. So I think we got some really good pictures and some really good footage.
The day in general was long, very long. It's probably one of the longest days I've personally had on a job. Really went over the top for that specific client. It was a Sweet 15. You know, you only really have those once. I mean, yeah, you only do have those once. Spent 10 hours with that client. We went to a park and we did photos at 2 different parks, and we did photos at the Sweet 15. So the day was long. It was hot, but luckily we bought change of clothes. So we came in our summer clothes, which is shorts. And then right before the party, we unfortunately had to change in the car because there wasn't much time. We did a lot of shooting. We had to change the car.
We just did a last second photo shoot for the Sweet 15. We didn't even have time to change the clothes. Like, we're changing right now. Ruben just got in his car to change. We got
changing the whip right now, man.
The holes right here. We got no time. Party stops, but we gotta get it going, man. We gotta get it going.
It wasn't bad. You know, it didn't really bother me. I've been other places and other situations where it's been a lot worse, you know. But for me, it didn't bother me.
Ruben was thrown off a little bit, but he made it through. My brother's been through worse, so we figured that out. We all got changed and we got ready to work in the party.
It feels great to, every time I do something in here or something for the team, I feel awesome. And I was going with Greg to take some shots of a baby shower and record some videos. And the experience, it was awesome for real, because we know, I mean, I can be completely confident with, like, is it okay if I do this and this? And he said, like, yo, I trust you, you know, and that makes me feel like pretty great.
It was kind of really easy with him. We already knew he came from a photography background. So as soon as we kind of got there, I want to say 2, maybe 1.5 hours before everything started. And it was kind of like a way for, I don't want to say a test really, because I kind of already knew he was going to do a good job. But it's just for him, since it was going to be his first job, just to let loose and just let a few shots. And when he showed me the shots, it's basically, I told him, you don't have to show me this no more throughout the night, because it's like, those shots were already amazing. And so, basically, I felt really confident just letting him loose. I won't lie, at first he was kind of thing with everybody, and I was telling him, just if you gotta say something, you gotta move anybody, just move it, look for your shot. And he was awesome through the whole night. Eventually, it was just like he was saying, one big party, and everybody was just happy that night.
Something that I notice is Dominican people are great doing parties. I mean, the music is great. It was like my first time that I was working in here, and I knew all the songs, you know? I feel like the environment was like familiar for me. That was great in the part. So that was like my favorite part of the job.
Right now, we have been working since, I would say, 1 p.m. Right now, we're currently in Lowell, Massachusetts doing...
Shout out Lowell. This ain't gonna be our only job in Lowell.
It's not, but we've been here since 1 p.m. Sweet 15. Greg and Joanne right now are in Lynn, Beverly, and they're doing a baby shower. Right now, the squad split up, but we're still, doing what we gotta do. It's been a long day. I've been sweating.
Let me FaceTime him right now.
He's FaceTiming Greg. I've been sweating. We got Alex behind the camera right now. Y'all gonna see him eventually. Hold up. Hey, we're getting some live footage. The squad's happy, as you can see. Everybody's happy. If our customers are happy, we're happy. That's all that matters. I'm a little jealous. It looks like they're having a little fun. It is what it is. Peace out, peace out, peace out. We gotta record some footage, man. You playing too much.
Man, I'm just extremely happy, extremely proud of everybody on the team. Today was a very, very big day. A step forward for our whole company in general. Like, this is the first time we ever took 2 full jobs in one day. So we had to split up. Like, it's a huge step to be able for both clients to be happy and both events are still going on. It's like huge for us. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, I feel like we could take on 3, 4 jobs. Like,
we could take on every job in the world.
So,
as long as we have the hands.
It was definitely a happy moment. Made me feel mad good. My brother's holding the camera behind the camera for the first time in my visual life.
That's crazy. I remember when he was talking about he wanted to be a part of it. Look at him now.
I learned a lot on my first day on the job, the techniques that they use to shoot the footage, stuff like that. But what I also enjoyed was like the vibe, the vibe that they gave over there at the party, they make you feel like you're just there, you're part of them when really you're just doing the job. A lot of interesting things happened that night,
You're already getting nervous.
Something like that, but yeah. I was off doing what I was supposed to be doing, my job, and I don't know, all of a sudden something happened. I'm not here for all that, so I'm not gonna go into details, but it wasn't me, that's all I gotta say.
The issue that cost us bread, the issue that shouldn't have happened, the issue that only happens when you're not paying attention and when you have already been You ever celebrated on a shot and then you celebrate it before it goes in, and then right before it goes in, it just takes this hard turn and just clanks? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was fine. I was enjoying the night, taking pictures. I focused on taking pictures, and I left my brother and Ruben to focus on the video because it really isn't that hard. They had a camcorder. They just got to hit start and stop, right? You can do that. I know you can do that. Start and stop. So I'm happy. It's getting towards the end of the night. Like I said, we've been there since 2 o'clock, and this is 45 minutes away from home base. So realistically, we've been there since 1 o'clock, and it is now almost 11. Me, I feel amazing. I'm already at almost 1,000 pictures in my camera. The night is almost over. I'm feeling great. Nothing went wrong. This is I'm happy right now until I get the bad news.
My version of the scenario, pretty much, I left to go grab my laptop because I had to book a hotel for my manager. I work in the Boston nightclubs, and we had a celebrity, so we had to book a hotel for the celebrity. I come back in, I get the camera from Alex. He says, yo, here's the camera. I don't know how to work this shit. I look at the camera. I was seeing the number like 300 a lot, or like whatever footage we got. Then I see at 0. So I immediately went up to Shaddai and said, yo, is this normal? And then after that, I feel like the world stopped. His face got white, and from there on, it was lights out.
Like, I don't think I can forget the moment, because I was literally taking a picture while Ruben came up to me to whisper in my ear that the footage from the whole day has been deleted.
Me and Joanne having the baby shower, we split up the 2 teams. End of the night, I get this text message from Shaddai, and it says, all the footage is gone. I basically have probably the same blank face. I know he had the same blank face, and I text him, how? There is no way. Make sure you plug it in the computer just to make sure. Texts me back, bro, it is gone. At this point, right there, as I'm getting the text message, Ruben is calling me basically right away, saying, hey, Greg, I need you to call Shaddai because all the footage is gone. I told Ruben, hey, Ruben, I'm already talking to Shaddai. I'm already aware. Plug it in the computer, maybe it's not gone. So I guess they end up plugging in the computer and the footage is gone. Ruben is calling me. Shaddai does not want to talk. He doesn't know who it was. I don't know if it was Shaddai's bro or it was himself, but it was just a little chaotic. Definitely, I don't want to say it ruined the night for them, but they got through at the end of the day and they were able to finish the job.
And instantly when he said that to me, it didn't make sense. I'm gonna be honest. To me, it didn't make sense because there's a lot of steps that, if anybody that knows, a lot of steps that you have to take in order to delete everything that you recorded. I think it was about like an hour and 30 something minutes that was deleted. I mean, my brother could tell you, man, my whole mood went from up here to down. Like I was done. I didn't want to speak to nobody. I left the party. I had to leave the party. Like it just, my body got too hot because then I have my brother on one side and I got Ruben on the other side, and they're both like, it wasn't me. 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 And in my head, it's like the Krusty Krab moment where you're sitting there and everything around you is like getting blurry. So I started to feel dizzy. I had to go outside. And all I was trying to think about, how? I would say, honestly, that killed my whole night. That actually killed my whole weekend.
Besides that, it was a good night, you know. Ate a lot of food, a lot of food, you know what I mean?
I wasn't directly mad at Ruben or my brother. I ain't gonna lie, I was mad at one. I was mad at both of them, but I didn't want to like make them feel bad because mistakes do happen, and especially in this field. So it was just something that we had to everybody needed their own space, man. My brother went outside, I went outside one way, Ruben stayed there was one point we're all outside and I turned to Ruben, I'm like, all right, so now we're deleting footage and now we're all outside the party? So Ruben held it down. He went back inside the party while me and my brother cooled off. I think my brother quit that night because he was so traumatized by that day that I'm not sure if he feels comfortable with coming on another job, but we're gonna make that happen.
The day after the Sweet 15, you know, after letting kind of what happened marinate for a little bit, we spent pretty much all of Sunday trying to retrieve the files. I would say about literally 10 hours. We got in the studio before noon a little bit, like 11:30-ish. And the second we all got here, met up, we started Googling, reading articles, trying different programs. We ended up finding a program after many hours. And well,
I think I found all the files. I'm able to recover all the files. If you guys look closely, it says current progress 2%. That says 13 files recovered. Nah, we need more than 13 files. Oh, okay, it's going up. I seen about like 130 files, which sounds about right. Oh man, this is great news. Man, I can't even explain how happy I am right now to see this. Like, Y'all don't even understand.
We just came back from getting Vicky's.
They should all be right here in this folder. Should all be right here.
Do we get our files back?
Oh my God.
I think you have to play it. You have to click it. Those look like the files, sir. She's out.
It shouldn't be just a music record.
No, it's a video too. This is video and music.
Please, man, please, 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 please. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. Fuck, I beg you, just show up at the crib. I beg you, show up at the crib. I beg you.
You're gonna transfer it over.
I need to get off this piece of shit.
I need to prop this camera somehow, somewhere. Right now, he's just gonna put the files over to another thing, and once he does that, we'll be right back. These are the clips.
Talk to us.
Yo, it's been a hectic day.
More than 24 hours, well, almost.
Since last night, almost 24 hours, kind of like 2 hours. It's been crazy. We lost pretty much all the files we recorded throughout the day yesterday. And then last night, man, we just, honestly, we couldn't do anything. We had to think, regroup. Today we regrouped around 12. Right now it is 6:36 p.m.
Hold on.
Can you see that? Do I need to back up?
Right there, that's good.
6:36 p.m. We've been working on this for about 6 hours. Downloading, researching, reading, and we finally found the files that we needed for the Sweet 15.
These people are tired of seeing this flash in their face. So, but you just gotta shoot away. They don't know. They don't.
Words cannot describe how I feel right now. You know, they had us in the first half, but you know, we came back strong in the second half. And that's all I could really say. And this is really not staged. Like, I got receipts. Like, we paid money. We had to figure it out. Hold up. I got receipts for y'all. I don't know if you can see that. The program is called IB. Oh, I can't give you the sauce.
Yeah, don't give them the sauce.
I can't give you the sauce. Hold up. I just know. Just know we did it, bro. That's all I can say. We got it done. Where there's a will, there's definitely a way. So words cannot really describe this at all. Like, this is crazy. Finally.
It looks in here like we've been here for the last 72 hours. If you look around this room right now, it looks like we've been here for the last 72 hours trying to figure something out.
So I know we told you earlier that
I know everybody's gonna be like, yo, this shit was staged. Y'all didn't do that.
y'all don't understand. We got receipts, baby. I got receipts on the email. Wow, the mood in this room has changed tremendously.
Listen, man. We live to fight every day.
Yo, that's how I feel right now. We have been dealing all day trying to recover deleted files. Listen, it works, y'all. I found a program at first, but thought we had it. And then after we realized, that wasn't it, then we had to go back to the drawing board. And then we went back to a specific program. I'm not going to drop the sauce because, I just can't yet. You know what I'm saying? But we found this program. We paid for it. And then we found the files. And honestly, words couldn't describe how the room felt after we found those files. Like, we were jumping, laughing, having a great ass time because we thought we were about to piss off a good customer. And just the fact that we found those files and that we can make our customer happy still is what really mattered at the end of the day. For having 2 events, and I would still say a little understaffed, it was tough, man. But at the end of the day, we still got a dub. We still have 2 happy customers. at the end of the day, I keep saying at the end of the day. My bad.
At the end of the day, we could fix that. Thank the universe, thank God, thank whatever you think you have to give thanks. We made it at the end of the day, and it was great. We always made it. Always. We always made it. Trust in us, cuz we really do our best. Every time we are shooting, it's not because I'm here, but I'm here because I love to be here, you know? Because I see that each one of us, we are doing our best. And what can I say? We're always doing our best, for real. And at the end of the day, you will understand the difference between someone that does something because he wants to do it or because he must do it, and us that we do something because we love it and we try to make you happy with the results. That's the difference. And there are people doing things. There are people taking pictures, but there are not too much people that love taking pictures, you know? And people that are trying to give you something extra. That's the difference.
Very interesting, you know? The only thing I didn't like is, you know, 5 minutes before you leave, everybody wants to take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mother. You know what I mean? They wait till the last minute to try to take all the pictures that they can. You know, people that don't even want pictures all of a sudden want pictures. But, you know, it's part of the game. You know, it's interesting, you know, to learn how things, you know, operate and stuff like that. And one more thing. Taking pictures and shooting videos is not as easy as you think, guys. All right? I'm just letting you know that right now.
Things happen. We were able to save it. It spent like 6 to 10 hours recovering the files the next day. So just everybody out there that has a camera, man, just pay attention. Pay attention. Even when you're having the best time, pay attention to everything you're doing because you can accidentally hit a few buttons and just, you could lose money. So, but we were able to save that. So shout out to my team. Shout out to Ruben, Greg, Joanne, Ace. He calls himself Ace. I don't know why. We pulled through. It was a very tough weekend. It was hard, but we pulled through. We were able to save the footage and everything's all Gucci now.
If we were to compare the two teams, give them grades, I would say maybe I'll give ourselves an A- because I don't believe in perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. There's always going to be something. A- for us, definitely, because there was no chaotic moment. Unfortunately, they will get the bad review because they did have the bad night. I do give them a real A+ for effort because they did finish all the pictures, but I want to give them a B and just all-around performance because, guys, as cameramans, we cannot lose footage. That is the main part of the job. Our job is to maintain the footage, guys. Do not lose it. This is what we do. So definitely A- for us, B for them, but still great job, guys. We got through it.
I'm laughing now because we did get the footage back, but yeah, it was a highlight to remember for sure.